this has been, these last 2 years have been really difficult. It's been a tough time for everyone. It's been a tough time for our company. But we made it through it, and here we are in Santa Monica. And I just want to say thank you very much to John Craven for leading us, for steering the ship. For being a very reassuring force during a very, very difficult time, and for BevNet, thank you. All right, let's talk to the judges about the finalists. We saw some great things today. I think we saw some things that are very reassuring in terms of the potential and the future for these brands. There needs to be some work here and there, but let's start with some of the things they did right. What did you like, Ken, about the things you saw today, in particular from the winner, in general terms?
General terms, I think just innovation, that has returned to the category, the stores, the e-com, everything. A lot of good insights across all 6 brands. I don't think any of them today is ready for prime time, but definitely good foundational work across the board.
Eric?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's so nice to see, after 18 months of a pandemic, to see innovation in the flesh again. So I applaud all of the white space that our entrepreneurs have found here, and I really think that a strong sense of the consumer problem they're trying to solve and help address with their products was pretty well conveyed throughout the day, I thought.
Maxie?
I think we have founders who truly have an idea based on passion, and they've really done a lot of excellent execution to move it forward and see where it can go.
And John?
Yeah, I can really only reiterate what everyone else said here. And I guess I just also want to thank all of the folks who got up there and pitched. I think, you all did a really great job today, so. Lastly, I would just say, these things are always tough. Like, all of these products have, merit to them, and I think, have a chance of a successful future. So, our selection of the winner doesn't mean we didn't like the other products, just to be clear. So, and happy to chat with folks after, et cetera. So.
Absolutely. I always encourage all the semifinalists and everyone who participated in this conversation in this competition to please talk to the judges. They don't have a lot of time on stage to give you feedback, but there is a lot of feedback that they have to give. So definitely talk to the judges, whether it be yesterday's judges, today's judges, or all of them if you have the opportunity. Also, just to follow up on John's point, 5 years ago, there was a brand on this very stage that was pitching a new Beverage Showdown 12. That brand didn't win the competition, but it did win BevNet's Brand of the Year 2021. That brand is Super Coffee. So you can be up here on stage and still be a champion, still be a winning brand, even if you didn't win this competition. So please keep that in mind. All right, now to announce the winner of New Beverage Showdown 2021. That winner is Hayo. Congratulations to the Hayo team. Come on up to the stage, please. Come on up. Congratulations. The judges would like to congratulate you as well. We're going to take some pictures.
A trophy.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. Well done. Congratulations. Well done. Thank you.
Nice job. Sure. Nice job.
Congrats, man.
Nice job.
Very well done.
Congrats.
Nice job.
Congratulations. Well, good job.
Congratulations. Awesome job.
Well done.
All right. While our photographer is taking pictures, I just want to say thank you all so much for coming to our show. It was so great to see everyone back in person. We hope to see you in New York City. Thank you so much. Bye now. Okay, once again, we're here in the live stream at BevNet Live, Winter 2021. I'm Ray Latif, the editor and producer of BevNet's Taste Radio podcast. I'm here with the winners of New Beverage Showdown 22. They are George Yeomans, Evan Quinn, and Signe Cooper, the co-founders of Hayo. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you?
Well, we could not be better. I mean, it's a pretty special feeling being up on the stage right now. We've been watching this competition for 3 years, probably taking some notes. Maybe that helped because we've been watching it for a long time, and it's just we're so incredibly grateful to BevNet and just to be able to tell our story, shout it from the proverbial mountaintops, and get to stand on a stage where you guys have correctly identified so many beverage titans in the past, and it's kind of crazy to think about ourselves. And in that alumni, we've got our work cut out for us, but just incredibly grateful and pretty damn elated right now. You could almost say I'm floating.
I see what you did there. Yeah, the float, that was something that was pretty interesting about your brand. Just give us a quick overview of what Hayo is all about, including the aforementioned float.
Yeah, so the number one thing we want to do with Hayo is help people live happier, healthier lives. And the way we do that is through, allowing people to feel happy in their own in the decisions that they make, whether they choose to drink or not. And so the float really is that way to have a guilt-free, no sacrifice way to participate in the social setting, because just because you choose not to drink, whether that's for the night or for good, which could be for a myriad of amazing positive reasons, you should be celebrated and you should be championed. So we're really, we really are a mission-driven company to try to make people, Hayo, we didn't ever get to that, stands for happy in your own, but we're just trying to make people live happier, healthier lives, and the drink is the vehicle for us to do that.
Happy in your own. Did that come up in the presentation?
No, it never came up in the presentation. It was 5 minutes. We have a lot to say.
George actually said it. He said it once, but it was slid in there, so
Okay.
not
Our
entirely.
brand has a
Bit of an
couple.
Easter egg.
Yeah, we have Easter eggs for the brand.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to come up with a good brand name. It's hard to find a brand name that you can trademark, too. How long did it take for you guys to get there?
It probably took, 100 different
Yeah.
options on a whiteboard?
Yeah, we put together some initial options, and we were playing around with different words and different sayings and sounds, and I think we came up with happy in your own first, and then it kind of condensed itself down into Hayo. And then when we were thinking about the occasion and the social, aspect of the beverage, we were like, oh, hi and yo, like, could you think of two more perfect, greeting style, words? And it, kind of naturally came to be from that.
Yeah. Well, back in the day, I think what was it there in the cowboy era, or the cowboy movies? They used to say "hi-ho," or I don't know. Was that a particular
Hi-ho
cowboy?
silver,
Hi-ho
away.
silver. Yeah. Or was that hi-ho? Yeah.
I'm not totally sure.
In any case, you guys are clearly prepared. You were clearly prepared for this presentation today. It was very buttoned up, and I think the judges talked a lot about that. In that, I think one judge specifically said you were in it to win it. How do you prepare for something like this, and how do you prepare for it with 3 founders? Because everyone was on point.
Yeah, so I mean, like George said, we've been preparing for this competition since this idea. It was just an idea. So when we knew we wanted to enter the BevNet Showdown and really give it our all, it was kind of all hands on deck. I think during BevNet, the BevNet Live, it's still a Monday and a Tuesday, so we have a production run going on in operations, but we're fully focused on this. And I think when I saw that we wanted to do 3 founders and everyone else is just doing 1, and the purpose of the BevNet Showdown is not just about the product, but about the founding team, and I know the type of team that we have here, it was really important to us that everyone was equally participating and showing off their personality to show that this not only is a cohesive team, but we're all best friends, and we're in it, very passionate about what we're doing here at Hayo.
Mm-hmm. And it's just a really fun experience to get up on the stage with us. I mean, we've been working heads down in a tight little office for a long time, and getting to proclaim our brand, like, we wanted all of us to have that opportunity and get to share it. So honestly, I mean, we were definitely nervous, but we were having a lot of fun up on the stage as well. So
One thing I was pretty moved by the way you started the presentation and talking about how alcohol has affected your life and has affected the lives of your consumers. It's such a strong story. Is that something that's going to continue? Is that story going to be sort of the anchor for what you guys do as you grow? Or do you see the brand as sort of growing beyond this, beyond alcohol kind of opportunity?
Yeah. So, I mean, the quick answer is both. To start, I mean, the reason and our why behind this brand was absolutely that, like I said, really traumatic and coincidental moment. It was bizarre, and we were kind of reeling. And it just became like the universe saying, like, this is absolutely what you need to do. And there's been these continued kind of moments that kind of feel like that affirmation to keep going in that. Emails like the ones that we shared, those come in pretty often, and launching a business is really challenging, and you kind of deal with headaches every day. And we usually get those kind of messages that just, will keep us running through whatever brick walls that we're facing, because we know that, frankly, there's a profound need for this product in the market. We've felt it in our own lives, and we know that we're not alone in that. So it's always going to be something that really inspires us and is kind of like our anchor. But, as we wanted to say to the judges earlier, like, consumers are really smart. Like, we can go into the market with our specific occasion because we believe that that's a really good one. And it's one that is ripe for disruption and kind of needed. But people are going to figure out how Hi-O works within their own lives. I mean, we know a lot of people that love to start the day drinking Hi-O and like working through the afternoon with it. Hell, I mean, we even have like a bunch of college kids who use it as a hangover drink. So it's kind of bizarre there.
Don't advertise that.
Yeah, right. But I think it's all of the above a little bit.
Now, the next stage of development for Hi-O, what do you guys need? What are you looking for most in terms of where you want to be in 2022 and beyond?
Yeah, I think 2022 is about to be a really exciting year for us, about to be even more exciting because of today, and we're, again, forever grateful for the opportunity here. We're 6 months in, and I think we're still continuing to ramp up with our direct-to-consumer model. There's still a lot of unproven ground for us to reach more people, tell that story, continue to have that tight feedback loop. And I think, as I alluded to at the end of our speech, we're ready to kind of hit the ground running, turning on the retail switch. We have a couple great accounts that we're activating and chains we're activating in January that we're launching with to expand the regional footprint. And I think, there just needs to be a little bit more, I think as a category, just a little bit more cohesion to approach distributors, to approach retailers and say, the adult non-alc category is one to be reckoned with. And it's one that is deserving of shelf space. And I know, you always replace some ones that aren't turning very well with some new products, but I think as a category as a whole, Hi-O's not going to be the only brand on the shelf that is trying to serve this market. So we're excited to try to become a market leader in this category, but I think there needs to be some more cohesion to start breaking into retail as a category, the way that I think that this market is going.
Frenemies.
It's the saying is a rising tide raises all boats. There's, we're competitors, but it's a new category where there's plenty of market share for everyone. And, you could fight over a small pie and try to get 100% of it, or you can get a small percentage of a large pie. So we're excited to, build the category with other amazing brands that are in this non-alc space.
Yeah, and I think, honestly, one of our core kind of pillars is always being inclusive. We wanted to come in as a brand that wasn't trying to exclude people, and that, like you said earlier, kind of could fit in wherever, even though we were being specific. And we feel the same way about all of, the competitors and other brands out there. We would rather bring them in and do it together than, try and punch them out alone.
Well, one of the great things about the New Beverage Showdown is that it always creates this cohort of competitors every single time we do this, who all stay in touch and all share notes on what they did, how they're growing, talk about retailers, investors, etc. And I hope you guys continue to share notes with the folks that were on stage with you these last 2 days. It's always fun to see that cohort stick together. Congratulations once again. I hope you guys have some fun tonight with lots of Hi-O. I know I'll have a can because I think it's a great brand, and I'm really proud that you guys are on stage with me today. Well, that brings us to the end of this part of BevNet Live Winter 2021. If I can say 2022, I'll come back and do this next year. If I can't, we might have to find someone new. But signing off for our amazing team at BevNet, this has been a heck of a week. I'm Ray Latif, and we'll talk to you next time.